This is one of the top 8 teams competing in the $100,000 EMEA Marvel Rivals Invitational.
I have one sentence. We might be orgless, but we're not fightless. Just wait and see what we do.
This is Knuten, and we also have the coach of Ecstatic on the line, Serious Notary. How does it feel to be competing amongst top organizations like Fnatic, OG, and Luminosity while being orgless yourselves?
You know, a lot of people will think of us as underdogs in this tournament, which is something that we're going to use against everyone. Being orgless doesn't necessarily mean that we're weaker or worse. We just have less resources to work with, but we make do with what we got. We have an amazing spirit, amazing teamwork. I think that's all we really need to prove ourselves in this tournament.
So how did you and your teammates come together to form Ecstatic?
It's kind of weird actually, because we have a lot of players from a lot of different backgrounds of competitive gaming. I'd say mostly Overwatch. I think I'm one of the stranger ones coming from Counter-Strike, which is vastly different from Marvel Rivals or these other kind of hero shooter games. A lot of us met in competitive, and some people knew each other from Overwatch. And it kind of just slowly fell together, like you're building a house, brick by brick. We found out we had a very good synergy together, and suddenly we had a team called Ecstatic. When that happened, we kind of just started scrimming, and then all of a sudden we got invited to this, and everything just blew out of proportion, and now we're here.
Is there anything from your CS background that transitions into Marvel Rivals that people might not expect?
Yeah, so I can't talk too much about it, but we have a strap book with rollouts, lineups, and stuff like this, which is something I wanted, because in Counter-Strike, you know, you're very textbook heavy on everything you do, and I think it's gonna really help us in this tournament compared to other teams who might be less structured in their gameplay.
How do you feel coaching Marvel Rivals is different than other esports out there?
Marvel Rivals is a very fast-paced game with a lot of variables happening at the same time. Because of this, real-time communication and team synergy is very important to our team. There are rarely any moments when a player is doing things by themselves, so it is very important that everyone understands each other's roles, even if they don't play them. One simple misunderstanding can lead to a loss, so I encourage the players to always be proactive in comms.
Okay, we have to know. What are your thoughts on the current meta in Marvel Rivals esports?
I definitely think that the meta isn't very defined yet. With tournaments like this, you kind of help define the meta with whatever prospers in the games, right? So we have a lot of opportunity right now to create our own playstyle, kind of our legacy in the game, early in this game. So there's a lot of different stuff we're gonna try out. We have a lot of stuff prepared. I mean, like, just wait and see, man. You're gonna be so excited when you see what we do.
Let's talk a little bit about team dynamics. Are you the in-game leader, hyping up your squad in a match?
I can't give that one to myself. I think every single person in my team is exceptionally good at keeping up the energy and being what we need to win. Even if we're getting rolled, I'm not gonna lie. That doesn't happen very often, by the way, just for the note. Definitely the energy that we all keep, not just me, helps us prosper in our games, really, and knock the game into our side, which is something I think that's very, very good, especially for competitive games. There's a lot of teams that struggle with the mental capacity to keep up the energy and the good vibes, especially when you're getting trampled, right? So I think we have a very strong mindset coming into this, which is going to help us a lot compared to some other teams who might be a little weaker at that, and don't think that's so important.
When it comes to tough matchups and playing against other top teams, who is the one that clutches up the most for your team?
Clutches the most? Oh, that's hard. I'm gonna get a lot of hate from my teammates if I choose one. I think for my safety, my own personal safety, I can't name one, but I do think we have some exceptional players that really keeps the pressure and holds tight when it comes to those close moments.
Talking about the tournament ahead, the $100,000 EMEA Marvel Rivals Invitational. What are the team's expectations going into this event?
Well, I believe strong and firmly that we can make top 3. I of course want to win like everyone else, but we have to be realistic. I aim for top 3. Even better if we go higher than that. This is a really good opportunity for us to show off what we can do. You know, it's a big tournament and there's a lot of prize money. We honestly more think about making a name for ourselves in this tournament.
What's something that people should know about you and your teammates if they want to root for you this weekend and during this event?
We are the underdogs in a position where everyone else has resources. Promise, we're very nice people. So anyone looking for first time watching Marvel Rivals, the underdog story is always the best. I'm not forcing you to watch us, but I definitely think, and we'd all appreciate if you come along. At least, even just looking at the stream, helping out the scene prosper is very important. So come along, watch. It's going to be exciting, guys. I promise. I have one sentence. We might be orgless, but we're not fightless. Just wait and see what we do.
Make sure you follow Ecstatic on socials. You can see their roster here as well. Make sure you're subscribed to the Marvel Rivals Esports channel. And thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.